now. Yes, the first map is going to be the ESL version of the Metalopolis. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, this is the second best of 5 of the SHOUTcraft Invitational number 2 in the purple trunks. Yes, indeed, our first American player in this tournament was from FXO. Isn't anymore, so I had to make him up a clan and a team. Yep, so he is now part of this.
Master Sheth.
He is in the purple trunks, and he is playing Zerg right here to the east of the Metalopolis. That's his new imaginary team. If he doesn't make this team after this tournament, I'm just going to be very, very disappointed. I'm sorry. And his opponent, oh yes, you should know this team without question. He is in the blue trunks. He is Protoss. He is lethal. It is gotta be
MYM SaSe.
Oh yes, he is to the west of the Metalopolis, and what a matchup this is going to be.
All you ladies, all you boys, all you organizations, Sheth is single. So, you should take note of that, and you should probably try to get in contact with him.
Oh man, we're pimping out Sheth already. We're only 2 minutes into this game. That's bad. Opening up with a spawning pool right here. It's his opponent SaSe. They're spawning in these far positions right now. And wow, I don't have any idea who to root for here. These two are both amazing. Sheth is known as one of the most well-mannered players in the world, but I've also talked to SaSe, and he has a really nice hat. So
SaSe's hat, man. You've seen pictures of Photoshop where Idra wears the purple hat in his pimp suit. SaSe doesn't care. He actually has the hat.
Yes, he does. Yes, SaSe representing with that hat right now. And Sheth, look at this. He's almost able to deny it. He might even... He actually does. He's going to drive the probe away. Some amazing micro right here by Sheth. Oh my, oh my. And it's going to be interesting to see how these guys perform. We are playing on alternating service. SaSe, you impolite individual. Pylon going down right there. But as I said, we're playing on alternating servers, and as a direct result, we're starting on EU. We'll be going over to US for the next matchup and alternating between the two.
An interesting point here. SaSe actually, I know I've talked about how SaSe is very refined with his build. He actually got the second assimilator before the cybernetics core.
Wow.
And he's now going into gas very early. And this either means that he was a little bit threatened from a gas steal, which, you know, shouldn't really be a threat in this game. So it looks like he's going to be going for some kind of form of a gas-intensive build. Not exactly sure what that is, but we're going to have to follow it up. It might even be a one-gate, very, very sentry-heavy expand, but we'll have to see exactly what this is going to be. We do have a sentry in production. What it also might be is he might actually, because he's got gas earlier, is he can now afford to build a sentry first and then still tech behind and play mind games with Sheth. We'll have to see how SaSe does play that out, but interesting note already to take.
Yeah, SaSe's style is not well known amongst the community at the moment, and he's going to open up with a Twilight Council, and with that double gas, we could perhaps expect DTs.
Yeah, it could be very well, and I think that the Sentry is there to fool Sheth, because Sheth will try to look, is it Stalker, is it Sentry? And if it's yes Sentry, it's like, okay, cool, you know, fast expand, that's fine with me. But actually, it's going to confuse him. The Overlord, though, is getting into a really nice position, though, from Sheth. It is behind the back base of SaSe. Equally, SaSe has a good position for the Twilight Council, and I'm going to guess if he does go DTs, it's going to be right next to it. So, you know, it's going to be very hard to scout, and I love this opening already from SaSe. Can Sheth smell what's cooking in this game? Because it's going to be difficult.
That will be interesting. Sheth trying to move into scouting positions right now to see if he can poke in, and that is, look at that. That is an interesting little patrol route right here. Looking in the gas and placing a pylon there, of course, a very smart thing to do. Try and get some early warning on incoming overlords, and of course, drop play and nonsense like that. 2 more gateways being added on right now. Although, I have to say, Sheth surely must suspect nonsense like this.
Well, I don't know, but he's just going to play safe and get a pretty standard Roach Warrant and Evo Chamber timing up. He doesn't necessarily need to use either of them. He's just going to get it up to play nice and safe. And we'll have to see, does he throw down a Spore Crawler, though, because that's going to be decisive, as now the Dark Shrine, is at 350 out of 500. It's getting close, though. Lings are going to come in and probably deny this expansion, which is pretty nice for Sheth here.
Yeah, you can't really complain about that. It's stopping that almost immediately, and stopping the pylon as well. Hey, you can't really complain at all. SaSe will be able to block off any kind of scouting. The Overlord is on its way in, and the sentries are not moving to intercept. However, his flight path will actually take him in the wrong direction. He's not going to spot that Dark Shrine unless he slightly alters his trajectory right here.
The Dark Shrine finishes 2 DTs have been warped in. Spore Crawler has started though on that expansion. Sheth sees, where are the sentries, dude? You only have 1 or 2. Why not expanding faster? And he knows what's happening, and it looks like it will finish in time too. But just like the previous game on Zelda Caverns of SCi2, you know, is he going to have Lings there to actually stop the DTs going into the main, because there's no Spore Crawler in the main?
Yeah, Sheth just got supply blocked as well. That's not good at all. Losing that Overlord has delayed him just a little bit. He sees it. There's no Spore Crawler in the main again, and we have a similar situation to last time, where Sheth is going to be forced to pull those drones immediately unless he wants to get them all ricocheted by these guys, and they will be able to do just that. Going for the second one right here. Oh, he's redeployed the Spore Crawler. Smart move. Suddenly now has the vision he needs.
Oh, they're both surrounded.
Oh, very nice play by Sheth. Wow, that was incredible.
That was so cost efficient to do that. Pick it up, redeploy it, and then build another one on the natural. And look, he's back to where he was before, and he couldn't really maximize damage. That was, SaSe could not maximize damage from that. And you know, the drone count, look at that, 38 already. 2 more DTs have been warped in. He's going to try to move around to get a different position to try and do more harassment, but guess what? You know, that's not going to happen. Good placement of a new Spore Crawler. Will be able to deny a fast third, though.
Yes, he will, without question. He's going to see if there is going to be one of those, but there is not. We're looking for layer take right here from Sheth. 3 extractors going down straight away on that one. So this is looking pretty strong for him. I mean, really, that counter to those Dark Templars was absolutely astonishing. It was very well done, and SaSe perhaps making a little bit of an error, not really paying too much attention. Now, I believe he can be spotted. Yes, that's the range of it. You can see it right there on the vision.
I don't think he can get spotted at the back, though.
No, he cannot. He's actually slightly out of range. We're just looking at FXO's Sheths. Oh,
nice
indeed, just Sheth right here. Very nice micro here by SaSe. He's able to take 7 kills already and deny the mining. It's going to force Sheth to redeploy that. Thing is, SaSe's going to see it. He will not be fooled a second time.
And he's actually moved to a different location. It can be seen at the moment, though, so I'm not surprised. I mean, he should be targeted. Oh, actually, he can't be seen.
No, he's slightly out of range. Very
really
good
nice
placement. He's going to have to redeploy a Spore Crawler. That's what he's going to do. He's going to lose the extractor in the meantime, though. So this is great DT play right here.
Really maximizing the damage from that DT. Moves out with 8 and just pulls back. Goes back to the third base to deny that. At the same time, SaSe does send a probe to build a third base of his own. Denied by Lings here. Meanwhile, adding on +1 auto attack. Just about to finish. Doesn't have a Twilight Cancel, so might go... Oh, actually, he does, sorry, because he went for DTs. What am I talking about?
He doesn't have to...
Go. Oh, no, doesn't have a Twilight Cancel.
Why do I bring you on the show again? Just remind
me.
Man.
It's because the regular timing should have been gone down now. I didn't see it in the production tab. I'm like, well, he doesn't have one then. Right,
yeah, we bring you on for your looks, man. Basically, you are the Lindsay Spore.
We don't have a webcam, though, so it doesn't matter.
You're in spirit the Lindsay Spore of this particular broadcast.
Excellent. All right, let's get on with this. So, all right, +2 has begun.
How is your ZVG, by the way? I have to ask.
ZVG in this matchup's looking pretty good, so we'll have to see how it will continue from here. Observers are in production now to start scouting, and look at this, Aspire by Sheth.
Aspiring to greatness right here, and why not? He does have the Overseer out now, so DT play is not really a possibility. Now, SaSe looking to catch up, and he's doing a good job of doing just that. He's got this third down right now, and it's not really in a position to be attacked. However, Sheth has also gone to the third, an interesting position on the third as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a third up there, hidden away, and has no idea, and now is adding on a fourth down there. And that's kind of a normal timing for a third base. Will SaSe even think about scouting it? And I don't think he will, to be honest. So Sheth could get a huge advantage because of this in this game. And that's the thing with Starcraft 2, because it's so new, people haven't quite figured out the base timing's exactly down correct. Very similar to Starcraft 1, so it could be quite difficult. Though, look at this, Stalkers are moving out to kill some Overlords. Will they go up there, though? That is the question.
That is a great question, and if they do, then that's going to prove very problematic for Sheth. He is in a position where he can still cancel this. The Zergling's moving around to make sure, well, you know what, we're just not going to let you do that. And I have to wonder if SaSe now suspect, because that was a very, very aggressive defense right there by Sheth. In the meantime, looking to try and get through there. SaSe walls off quite nicely and is doing a good job of keeping that base nice and secure.
So let's have a look in SaSe's vision now. Has he scouted the spire? Yes, he has. He knows the spire is being made now. Basically, what he needs to do is, because he's very, very stretched out right now, trying to go to third base. Nice force fields, by the way.
Very, very nice. SaSe nails that down very easily. It's a lot of energy expended, admittedly. And I think SaSe's going to go up there. Oh, he decides not to. Unbelievable. He was so close to moving up there.
Using the containment onto the Nexus here, denying the probes. The thing is, Protoss right now is the most spread out it's ever going to be on 3 base, so he needs to get in there to use his mules to try and harass. Now is a great time to do so. And SaSe already deploying 3 Stalkers in the middle, and having Stalkers pretty much spread out all over the place, adding on pylons to the back of his third base so he can build cannons. And we'll have to see how his defense against Mutalisk are, because if SaSe has 100% defense against this, he can push out very, very easily with +3, and that's going to kill Sheth for sure. So let's see what Sheth can do.
Well, SaSe does have +2, and he does have the blink right there. He goes for it, and Sheth immediately darting out of that. And I have to wonder how much damage could really be done here. There is still a couple of DTs wandering around the place, and there's actually one going into the bottom expansion, and seems like Sheth has forgotten his Spore Crawler. Either that or he's relying entirely on an Overseer, which isn't actually there. There's a free Queen right here. Entrails all over the place. What a mess. And DT now in the middle line, trying to do a little bit of damage. He's got the surround. He's actually preventing SaSe from getting out, even though he can't see where he is. That's really smart play there by Sheth. And he finally manages to make his way out of there with 7 kills. And no, you're not leaving. You can't leave. He's going to slip out regardless, though. Oh, yeah, that's great play there by SaSe. Very well micromanaged. And now he's going to hide behind the glory of Dominion.
That's a pretty nice place to hide there. No Spore Crawler going to get you there, man.
No, it is a rather large
safe.
statue. It's pretty effective, honestly. It's a little bit distracting. It's kind of like the Angel of the North of this particular map.
And look at this. He's actually going to take a gold base here. Very, very decisive here by
risky as well.
SaSe. +3 about to finish now. Will he try to get in there before the critical amount of Mutalisk come out? +3 and blink is going to be great. And at the same time, we do have a Baneling Nest going down now as well. So we're going to try